first ever 5-point play, but first, it's the unluckiest shot you'll ever see.
Novak for three. Oh, in and out.
Dang, that's highway robbery. But if that's the first play, you can only imagine what's still to come.
To win it! DeMar DeRozan!
Oh, but you thought that was impressive? A day later, he picked up right where he left off.
To DeRozan, 2 seconds in the corner for 3, and the win again. He does it! Back-to-back games! Holy cow!
Yet the Raptors are anything but cold-blooded. And in 2018, the Raptors choked.
Cavaliers 5-5. DeRozan drives in, gives it up, back in, a three. No good! DeRozan in and out. 3 seconds. Tipping shoots.
But up next, D-Wade becomes Minnesota's nightmare.
Rubio turns it over. Wade will heave it. It's good. It goes, and it does go. Wow, are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness.
Better hope Zaire Wade was taking notes. But imagine playing defense with your shoes.
So nice pass.
Holding the shoe and trying to swipe at the ball. Vincent picks up his second personal foul.
No wonder Gabe Vincent is worth $33 million. Yet there's one thing money can't buy: heart.
Here's James, drives past Bellinelli. Blocked from behind.
Dang, that's David versus Goliath. But who needs Goliath when you got the 2017 NBA MVP?
Westbrook has the buzzer got it. How about that? Westbrook off the back of Rodney Hood recovers.
Safe to say, Russell Westbrook is smarter than a 5th grader. But do you know who's not smarter than a 5th grader? The Boston Celtics. Wow, these guys just make NSYNC look out of sync. Which reminds me, NSYNC aren't the only ones receiving a standing ovation.
Joe Wolf the inbound, Shaq the catch. He's gonna fire a three. Yeah,
I didn't know Shaq could make a free throw, let alone a 3. And you know who else is shocked? Luka Doncic.
and that true rim. It's still loose.
Jetzt War Thunder. Messe dich mit Millionen Spielern in massiven Schlachten auf Panzern.
Looks like the Christmas season just got a little bit sweeter. Although, what is sweeter, Luka's shot or this?
Murdoch throws it up and it goes in.
$10, Steph Curry can't do that. Actually, I think I just lost $10. You know what they say? Practice makes perfect. In which case, LeBron James is getting dangerously close.
LeBron against the long arm DeRozan. In trouble.
In a 3-way duel between LeBron, the shot clock, and the backboard, the king comes out on top. But now it's time to transition from heartbreak to pure comedy. Because never did I expect to see this.
The Mighty Mites get together.
A 5'9" guard against 5'9" Isaiah Thomas? It's not every day you see that, but it's also not every day you get an optical illusion.
What?
Bruh, nobody told me this was NBA 2K. Speaking of which, NBA 2K has come a long way over the years. Yet somehow this moment makes it seem as if nothing changed. 19 years later, Kobe is still leaving his footprint on the NBA. Which reminds me, the Black Mamba mentality is in a class of its own. And in 2004, it was on full display.
Kobe cannot get Patterson in the air. A wild three. Hit it. Payton to inbound. Bryant for three.
I expected nothing less from Kobe Bryant. Just like you shouldn't underestimate Jason Kidd. When the game is on the line and you desperately need a bucket, he'll do what he does best, passing. And yes, this even includes where there's a 7-foot giant named Yao Ming in his way.
Feels like he just ran into a mountain. Kidd to toe in. It is a
Let's just say there's a reason he's now a head coach. Which brings us from the intelligent Jason Kidd to the ultimate team hopper, Channing Frye. Not gonna lie, that should count as at least 4 points. But if it's worth 4 points, then this should be worth 5.
Long distance Curry. It's the three at the buzzer.
Curry, man, he is unreal. But so is Michael Jordan, because he doesn't just play basketball, he plays mind games. It was against the Dikembe Mutombo's Nuggets, and with just 5 seconds remaining, the game was all but over. But just in case it didn't feel that way, MJ wanted to make sure.
What, 3 games now, right? Jordan?
Man, this moment gets me every time. It's the definition of iconic. And if that's iconic, then this next moment is devastating. Because nobody, and I mean no one, wants to partake in another team celebration.
De Silva gets it in. It's going to be DeRozan to try to win it. Air ball. Stick back is good at the buzzer, and Chicago wins it. Oh, my goodness.
Safe to say, you won't see Collins suiting up in the Bulls uniform anytime soon. Just like you won't see our 12th moment anytime soon. Morris Peterson's legendary game-tying shot.
Timeouts for Toronto. They go the length of the court. Ruffin tips it away. And not possible! Oh no!
If you ever wonder where the phrase "it ain't over till it's over" came from, now you know. Although at number 11, we have something even more special. Only this time, it has a lot less to do with the Raptors and a lot more to do with LeCaptain.
LeBron. And got it! Banks it in!
Wow. I told you, Kevin, you gotta guard that man. He just hit.
Sheesh, the inbounds pass was perfect, but the game-tying shot, that's King James at his best. However, these final 10 moments are the best of the best. Trust me, we're gonna take impossible odds to a level that you didn't even know was possible. Because up next, one player loses the ball mid-air and still makes the half-court shot.
Philadelphia by 1. Simmons gets it into Harris. Harris 40 is fouled. Harris scores! It appeared he got it off on time. Let's see. It's good!
You may not have heard the name Devin Harris before, but make no mistake, after this video, he's about to become a household name. But if we're talking about households, then we gotta talk about Trevor Booker. After all, it's no secret this dude loves his family. And to prove it, Booker decided to honor his grandma in the best way possible by pulling off the world's best grandma shot.
Booker got it. That defines the phrase grandma shot.
Well, I'll be damned. That shot makes Speedy Gonzalez look slow. If you thought that was cool, buckle up. With less than 22 seconds remaining, Steven Adams found himself in a massive dilemma. So who do you turn to? His teammate and fellow mastermind, Russell Westbrook.
And I think Adams is talking to Westbrook about missing the free throw.
Misses, gets the rebound. Back out Westbrook. Bang! Russell Westbrook from just inside half court. That's a 1-point game.
Got a foul.
Wow, I didn't know Jason Momoa and Brody had that in them. But neither did I know about Klay Thompson. Because back in 2015, Thompson did something no man had ever done. He scored 37 points in the third quarter alone. For 15 minutes straight, fans knew 2 things. 1, the ball was going to Klay Thompson. And 2, the ball was going into the basket. Dang, bro just made his way to the top of Sacramento's most hated men alive. Which brings us to Jeremy Lamb. Because while Lamb never scored 37 points in a quarter, he also did something pretty remarkable.
Siakam disrupts it. Lamb has to throw it up. Oh! It goes! A desperation 3.
Jesus, one shot and this dude just classified himself as a stone cold killer. However, imagine making the game-winning shot, only to find out seconds later it wasn't a game winner. Because in 2010, during a game between the Kings and the Grizzlies, O.J. Mayo experienced the exact same feeling. He made a shot just for this to happen.
5 seconds, no timeouts. Tyreek at the
If O.J. Mayo and Tyreek Evans ever played horse, it would go down as an all-time classic. Yet, we see game winners all the time. And while some are more impressive than others, for sure, they happen every season. But do you know what doesn't happen every season? A 90-foot alley-oop dime.
Baseball pass to LeBron.
Safe to say, nothing defines chemistry than a full-court heat to your teammate. But now it's the top 3 moments. And to kick us off, we got something historic, a 5-point play. And as you would expect, it didn't come without its controversy.
Hoist. Foul call? Yes, and a chance for the 4-point play. And a technical foul call on Chris Paul, so it might be a 5-point play.
So that stops the
Or
clock.
the yellow light goes comes on.
I see, yeah. But that's right, because as soon as the foul is committed, the clock
you didn't catch all that, let's recap. First, Ty Lawson makes a three-pointer and gets fouled. Then, Chris Paul argues to the referee that Lawson didn't get the shot off in time. Finally, the referee calls a technical, adding an extra free throw to the and-one call. So if you're wondering if a 5-point play is possible, the answer is yes. It's just complicated. On the other hand, there's nothing complicated about PG3, because on December 5th, 2018, George was having a slightly above average game. 22 points in the first 3 quarters, on pace to drop almost 30. But you see, PG wasn't satisfied. His team was losing, and he knew that for OKC to win, he'd have to go ballistic. That's when the game became a whole lot less about OKC versus the Nets, and a whole lot more about Paul George versus, well, everyone else.
1-point game. Westbrook tosses. George, pump fake. 3 on the way. Yes! Paul George nails it! The Thunder go in front with 3 seconds to play.
Hold up, this G just scored 25 fourth quarter points and the go-ahead three-pointer? That's 12 straight minutes of perfection. However, it's time to transition to one of the NBA's all-time greatest shooters, Larry Bird. Because throughout his career, he made a habit of proving the doubters wrong. As long as there was a ball in his hand, anything was possible. And on November 7th, 1987, Larry Bird made this especially clear. He was facing the Washington Bullets, and with 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Bird made what should have been the game-winning shot. But little did he know, his coach had just called timeout seconds before the shot. In other words, it was time to start from scratch. Believe me, this was only the beginning. Minutes later, Bird found himself in the same situation. The ball in his hands with a chance to win the game in overtime. That's when this happened.
Crowd is standing up. It goes now to Bird. Bird goes up top.
At this point, most players would have been getting frustrated. If the Celtics had a do-over, this game would have been over in regulation. But instead, here we are. It's the second overtime, and the 50-50 shots just aren't going Larry Bird's way. Yet, that's what makes Larry Legend so special. He's the same guy no matter the situation. So fast forward a few minutes later to double overtime, and guess what happened?
It's gonna go to Bird. He's got a shot. Get it. And it's got it. The 3-point field goal.
Yo, that was a roller coaster ride. But the craziest part of it all, the Celtics coach called a timeout right before the shot